Alright, everyone. Sorry about that. My internet, I guess, was having a firmware update and I got kicked out. So we're getting back in. I was training those guys and it just went bluey. Sorry about that. Sometimes I get a little tired.
Bush. Yeah, I see
Yeah,
that
no
you
problem.
fucking
Don't worry about
collapsed. I was worried you collapsed. You collapsed on the floor. You tried to give him mouth to
Thunderstorm.
mouth, but that Luigi kicked me off.
Oof. I mean, don't tell Luna that. But I think
Of course, Ellen.
the last thing I was thinking of before I went to bed, or suddenly, was this could even be a good little hideout.
Yeah, no, of course, yes.
Oh no, this might even be a better one.
It's locked there, can't get in and out. Gotta force yourself in.
Mm-hmm. That or the one right beside there. There's a bunch of different ideal things to do. But I think this would be perfect because, you know what? It looks unsuspecting.
You know, it
And
does, yes. It's a nice little
Yeah,
place
no, I
here.
like it.
so
Hopefully get some
all,
construction workers over here and make a fucking hideout right here.
for all I know, there's probably a pit going down already.
Makes your life easier, probably gonna be cheaper too.
Probably could. It's all government. Yeah, it's all government owned. So technically, I'm just using the government's money.
Oh, in that case then, who cares?
In that case, can I get a construction? I want a little home over there with a nice little view, eh?
You know what? We can go inside the manor if you want.
Oh, I've never been inside. You
I'll
don't gotta
find
tell me
myself a
twice.
nice little spot to, rest my legs.
The blue
Yeah, I'm
room
gonna
is
fall
mine.
asleep in here tonight. Can't wait.
Thinking about, drawing out the bath, getting naked in there, taking a nice little bath.
You better make sure the door's locked.
You take a bath
Nah.
more than once a month? God dang.
Yeah, I like to bathe every now and again.
No,
Definitely
I do
more
it.
than
course,
once a month.
I gotta stay clean. What am I? I'm Italian.
Once
I
a
do
week, that's alright.
it. Oof, I didn't know you were so rich.
Too much?
Oh no,
I do it.
I come out here with the, see this. I'd come with a bucket right here, grab this water, and then just put it in the bath.
I go for
Why the
once a
fuck?
month.
No, I would recommend you don't do that.
It'd be a couple of trips, but it'd be nice and dirty.
You like it nice and dirty, don't you?
There we go.
Oh, we got an open door right here.
You can go through the goddamn window because there's no glass.
I mean, you could,
Really?
but
Whoa, you can.
I
We gotta
mean,
talk to the construction workers about getting some glass
Get
in here.
a glass pane put out in there. Oh, this is nice.
No, this is
nice.
fucking beautiful. This is lavish living.
this used to be a guarded secret, I guess, for earlier Marshals. But I
Oh,
feel
the kitchen. Now we're talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna be making some good cannolis in here. Eh?
hey, we got
The
some
whole roasted
gabagool over
train.
here too.
Some gabagool. Cannolis anywhere. You got an extra cannoli for me?
You think
Burrito.
if you think I had cannolis, I'd be sharing with you. I don't have any fucking cannoli. I haven't been able to
Oh,
find a
come
goddamn
on.
cannoli in this whole ass county. Eh?
Right, your
Went to every
sister's
single
ass. Come on.
general store. My sister's your sister.
We
I
don't
got
actually
I
have
got
a sister. We have an
got a
adopted sister.
glazed
Where the fuck
donut,
is
don't-
Charlie, by the way? Oh, a donut. You shouldn't have. Where is Charlie, by the way?
Last thing I heard, she was doing some Norman duties, and then she took a nap.
Oh, I miss little Charlie.
Well, hey, Mr. Theo here's showing us around. Let's not change
Yeah, no,
subjects here.
sorry about that.
So it's all there. I don't think we went in here yet.
Oh, this is a nice little. Oh, be cozy by the fireplace. Is that real
too
gold
warm.
up there? Is that real gold?
I think that was confiscated by earlier arrest.
Don't get fucking any ideas, Marino.
No ideas here. No ideas here. I'm a man of the law. Eh? If it goes missing, it goes missing. But don't check my hands.
Well, it's technically all of ours while
Now
it's
you're
in
the
here, right?
now you're the first fucking suspect if it ever goes missing. Good job.
I know,
No,
right?
I make sure it doesn't go missing. Eh?
Yeah, all right.
That's the kitchen again.
Yep.
I think the only place we gotta go is upstairs. Eh? Hope the mattresses are nice and comfortable. Eh?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick my room out for tonight.
The blue room's mine. There you go.
Oh, we can share a
We
bedroom
can,
here,
hey, we can
Tadalochi.
sleep together. Oh, wait, that's kind of sounded wrong. All right, we
No,
can
I-
sleep in the same room on different beds.
know something. I think. Oh, look what I found. They have a nice little sweater here for me.
Really?
Yeah, look.
Let me see. Wow, look at that.
There's
Look good, Marino. You look good.
Marshal Pappy's baby.
Whoa! This is office. There's a lot of flowers.
He's a botanist when he wants to be. He has hobbies.
Oh,
Of course.
They
of
smell real good.
course.
really good.
Probably need a little bit of water in them, but they
Oh,
look good, eh?
yeah. That smells real good.
I couldn't remember every single one of them.
That door is locked over there. Oh, I might want to sleep in here.
Actually, this is my room.
Oh,
eh?
no, I
This
already
is my
said
room,
it.
Tadalucci. You go back to the other one, and this is mine.
No. This is
I'm
Totalucci's
older
room.
than you. I'm older than you, so I take the bigger room. Huh?
This is
Of
mine.
course, this is your room. Huh?
Oh, no, this one. Oh, this one's the best room. Oh, you got a private bathroom in here. Look at you. Look at you. Perks of being a U.S. Marshal, I guess. Get a little
I
balcony.
hope
Oh, you got a
don't,
balcony
I
too.
hope you don't take a piss in this box. here.
Perfect. This is beautiful.
Nice fireplace.
Definitely have a lot of fun in here.
We really need to reconstruct it to have gators all over around.
Yeah, you need one of the, you should transfer all the gator stuff from Rhodes over into your room.
I mean, why not, right? It would be rude
Yeah, why
not
not?
to. You got a cozy fireplace, though? Keeps you
Oh
nice
no, this
and
is
warm.
perfect. I could definitely see myself smoking a cigar right in front of here.
Yeah, of course. Ooh, nice and warm here. Nice and warm.
Oh, it feels nice. It's a good room. Listen, if you don't want to sleep in here, that's fine. I'll just be jumping from bed to bed.
Yeah, that's you. I take the nicer fucking bed.
Yeah,
Spread
but
my legs out.
I have a fireplace in my room.
Do I not? Hey,
Do you?
hey.
Oh, a badge. Okay, so let's kind of toss this on here. There's got to be a pin or
There you
something.
go.
Okay, so let me get changed really quick. Hold on a second. Let's get to do it on the
Alright, you can-
balcony.
There is a fireplace in that room. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me see his little.
No, don't look. I'm changing.
I've seen you fucking before, yeah. You know.
Okay, look at me. Hey, I look good, and I feel good. Feel good, look
There you
good.
go.
Look good, feel good.
Let me put my clothes back on. I left them over here.
Okay, so let me just attach this badge here.
Look at
Okay,
you.
and I can show my badge too. Here's my badge, everyone. Deputy Tortolucci Como. You can call me Lucci.
I'll fill out the paperwork as well. But we'll work more on all the training, and we're gonna go through bank procedures and all that.
If you need any help, let me know there too, boss. You know, I do have some experience. I mean, I may be a trainee, but I'm old here. I got a lot of wisdom, you know.
Oh, for sure. You know what? And we might try different scenarios in the future. But I'm just waiting on that one criminal to come about. We're gonna be trying to host our first proper training over on Sunday.
Of course, I'll make my appearance.
Yeah, Sunday's a bad time for me. I don't know if I'll be around. Um, but you know, I'll try my best to make it. All right, but I can't make any promises right now. But I do
Well,
hope
don't-
that criminal comes.
If you don't show up, I'll let you know after what happens.
Yeah, no, definitely keep me updated. I'm sure the rest of the family will go.
We'll
You know, of course.
we'll do an individual training for you.
Yeah,
Maybe
you're
Well, that
gonna
would
need
be
it.
great.
I have a lot of things that I gotta get in order before
Of course, of course.
that
Can I ask
day.
you a question? So, who is actually, you know, in charge of the law department here? Is there anybody actually, you know, like you would go to, or is it just like the four marshals?
Well, Jim Dorn is
Jim
the
Dawn,
head.
of course, of course, of course.
He's the head. So I'm underneath him. But I try and deal with, the sheriffs, the undersheriffs, anyone that needs me.
Oh, of course, of course. And when do we Yeah, I know we're trainees here, or you got Mr. Cadet here. When do we get our actual, you know, town? I just been told I can go wherever the fuck I want, to be honest with you.
Once you graduate. So what I'm going to be trying to work through is going to cadet. Once you pass that and I feel you're the right fit, get moved
Of
into
course.
trainee. Trainees, you're going to be minimum requirement is going around at least 6 times in 2 weeks on different patrols, but you need someone to be shadowing.
Oh, of course, yeah, this sounds good.
But that way you're always learning. You're not you're not just going off and doing something, because nothing worse than having a new trainee coming in and then all the criminals hate him because they hate him or her because they don't know what they're doing. And
Yeah,
they're
no, of
trying
course,
to.
they've not actually been trained for the situation that
Yeah,
they're
and
in,
also
and
too, I mean, not only do the criminals get upset, right? But that whoever that may be, they might get upset as well because they feel like they've been thrown to the wolves, right? And they may
Exactly.
be, who knows what could have been of them, right? They could have been one of the best of law if they got the right training, right? But because they were thrown to the wolves, kinda, criminals got upset with them. They get upset with the criminals, and it just, it's a never ending cycle.
Exactly. And what I'm trying to do is fix that. It's taken a long time, and now that they made me a marshal, I haven't been a marshal that long. So it's time to get the ball rolling.
oh, I get you, I get you.
Yeah, and we're here to help. I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
we're
yeah.
we're
I
new
got,
and all,
I
but
got a lot,
definitely here to
of
help.
stuff I like writing down. I got a lot of paperwork. If you want, if you want to see them, let me know. I can patch them over to you. What
Send
ideas?
it over. Send it over. I'm totally down with that. It's
Of course, of course.
the more I got, the more I can think about, and then I want it digestible. I don't want people to feel like they're reading a novel.
Yeah,
Heck,
no, I get you, I get you.
heck, I have a third grade reading level, my friend. I don't want to do that.
I
Yeah, you just gotta
understand
get
you,
get to
Tadalucci,
the
you can't
point.
even write.
Yeah. I mean, no, I can write and I can read somewhat, but yeah, you want it clear and concise. You don't want it to feel overwhelming, but at the same time, you want to make sure that everything's there. At least so you
That
can refer to something, look back at it, and that also too limits the amount of questions. It's always good to ask questions. There's never a stupid question, but at the same time, I know someone like me, I would like to refer to things. If I'm
mhm.
like I'm doing tonight. I'm gonna lay my head down in here. I'll be reading over the penal code, even though I've done it, once or twice. But I'll read it over, and then also read over the standard operating procedures or something like that, right? So
Right.
it's just always good to reference something.
And understanding contraband lists and how they come into play, because I think a lot of people have that glaze over on them sometimes. Because certain things are on the contraband list, but let's see, let's say I'm walking around in town with just my armor on, and I'm not on duty. That's not a crime. But if I start shooting you or shooting at somebody, it's technically a crime now. Because
I get you. I get you.
Yeah, so that armor turns into contraband, right? If you use it in a crime.
a Class A felony specifically, yes.
Okay.
Because a Class A felony is intent to do bodily harm to someone. Unarmed assault, that's fine. It's a misdemeanor. But you're not out there to try and kill someone. Now it turns into attempted murder. That's completely a different thing.
I see. So it's knowing when certain things become contraband and you got to take it. It's also too, I would assume, just knowing all pieces of contraband because maybe, certain people are missing something. I would guess that the fines and times, honestly, too, and like the maximum that you could give or the minimum, all of that stuff, that's important too.
Absolutely. And how things should be stacked. It's great to, be like, all right, let's say I found on your brother 6 lock breakers, 1 piece of dynamite, and
Used to be a bad boy. Eh?
something else, right? I would only charge them once for contraband. I wouldn't give every single
Oh,
individual
you
thing.
wouldn't stack the contraband there.
No, because it's like it's. I would call it a bonus, unless it's like moonshine. Let's say you have lockpicks and 5 moonshine. 5 moonshine is intent to distribute, while 4 is a possession of an illegal substance.
Of course, yeah, that makes sense.
So understanding where's the cutoff and where does it jump? You don't want to double dip. Now I can understand if you have lockpicks as well as that, then yeah, I'd probably get you for contraband for the lockpicks, but I'd also, it all depends on how you're acting towards me as well.
Yeah,
If you're
that's true.
sometimes
I
you
mean,
let
you could be lenient, right? If they're being cordial with you and they've been nothing but compliant, I'm sure you can work with them.
And sometimes you could even trade information for that compliance. It all depends on who they are. It's that's how I like to see it. I like everything a little more fluid. I don't want to be like, this has to do this, this has to do this. Of course, I want certain things to be like that. Like if it is a Class A felony, of course you take that gun, and of course you take armor if they're wearing armor, because it is an ordeal. And having that criminal with me, that'll allow people to do a search on him, because then they get a first-hand experience of searching, because you can't search law to law.
See, I think this is where that training comes into play too, because if we want deputy discretion to kind of be a thing, that's where being trained in all these different things, and even if it's just you explaining it, you could have a like a classroom session, right, where we're all sitting down and you're just explaining things like this to us, right? That would help too.
Exactly. And I want to give the full experience on Sunday and then think, all right, do I need to take a step back and then make it into multiple courses? Is it too much to digest all at once?
Well, from what you've told me, it seems like this is your first go around. So yeah, it's more of just I mean, obviously it's a training, right? You want it to be effective, but it's also a test run too, so that you can tweak it, make it better for the future too.
And I'm going to be using my sheriffs and undersheriffs and lead deputies uh, every day till that happens, because I want to make sure it's as flushed out as I possibly can. Because I don't want y'all to be like, what the heck is this guy talking about? Maybe I also have to get a coffee beforehand, so I'm on the ball.
Yeah, we might all need one. So I'll be right
I
there,
might just
ready to
need a
fucking go.
cannoli.
Yeah. I don't even know how much time. Maybe I'll say 3 hours max.
Seems like good enough time, eh?
If you get a good showing, I mean, those 3 hours could be saving you, you know, 24 hours with the
To
amount
be
of
honest,
retraining you might have to do if you don't get this done. You know what I mean?
the one thing
Exactly.
I must say to actually bring into this training is to actually tell people how to bring up the book again, tell people, and then I say try and get like mock reports from your cadets to see what they're right and how they're doing it.
Are you reading my mind or what's going on here?
I think a lot there.
I think you're reading my mind. I don't know why. It feels like we're in sync for some reason.
I'm just I have a lot of experience, maybe a trainee, but
Uh, it's a lot of stuff that I want to implement, and I want to make sure that they're getting as much practice as they possibly can.
yeah, no, of course.
But with the rank 0, if I have a sniff of I don't feel like this person is fit for the job,
Yeah, of course, it's
they're
a lot easier to let them go than them actually having, being a rank 1 and actually do a lot more stuff than a rank 0.
right. And that's I was finding the whole thought process of how do I get the book? Do we meet up in Rhodes, or can I have a one of our libraries of our dossier books moved down here? It's a thought process right now, and I'm trying
You could
to.
always just get a wagon, fill it up with a little on a wagon.
But those books are heavy. You can only carry one at a time.
Yeah, I know you're gonna have to go back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, I get you.
So,
Could you
and
not since this is government property, could you
I
not
could.
set the actual law office, one of the law officers, to be actually here, one of the officers downstairs?
That's what I'm thinking of doing, to be honest.
Yeah, of course. And then you just lock the door. Put the doors in and out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, they don't have the keys for it anyways if they're not loud. So,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
but yeah, we want to do a lot of different things, like either horseback chaser, like escape or evading or other things of sort, like with horseback chases.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, no. I've
Uh,
seen some things, I may tell you, that puts a bad taste in my mouth here about the law,
Yeah,
but
no, and I mean, I've heard some things. I've been around for a few days now. Like I said, I've been trying to get my interview done for like 2 days or so. And I've heard some things, right? And I won't lie to you. I'm liking what I'm hearing here. Everything that I've heard from you, perfect, beautiful. I do like it,
it
and I'm
sounds like
excited.
actually
I'm
trying to
very
make the law
excited.
better, but there's some things I've seen that makes me sometimes want to take this badge off. But I power through.
I've been doing law for a good long time, and I finally have gotten to a position where I can try and make a difference.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, of course. I
And
want to see that difference.
I was just same as you two, wearing the same uniform at one time. It was, but I got there. I'm here now. I'm in the driver's seat, and I got to be held accountable for how law is going.
You know,
Because, You know,
Sometimes it takes the right people to get into the right fucking the right places, right, for things to actually start to change, right? And I think that's what's happening here.
uh, we. I'm gonna be honest. We had one time a vote for sheriffs, and I was on the name for one of those votes, and I was overwhelmingly voted to become a sheriff.
Of course, yeah,
I
you had the upper hand.
it's well, I didn't campaign. I didn't talk to anyone about it. I just did my job. I
Yeah, no,
watched
of
watch.
course you do your good job. People think about it. People think, oh, it's Theo. He's a good lawman. He's doing good for himself.
I have well over 60 arrests, and I'm not even talking about everything else like information reports, wagon, or
You know, you
warrant
get your
requests. It's
statements and all that as well. Yeah.
60 arrests.
That's a lot
It's
of arrest days, pal. Don't
it's a
even have a
lot.
single one.
Oh, you'll get there, and we're gonna get y'all done proper.
To be
And
honest with you, every time I've been to a place, they've just not been there, or I've been left to handle with the hostage, make sure they're doing okay, they don't have any contraband on themselves, and make
you
sure they're
know,
getting out of there in a safe
to
space.
be honest, that's a huge part of law,
Yeah,
and
no, of course,
sometimes
yeah.
it's a
Hostage in
de-escalation.
any situation, a hostage to me always comes first. They gotta make sure he's doing okay.
Do you both have cameras?
I do not.
I do not, but I could get one.
I haven't been able
Please.
to go to a gun store.
There's one right in Rhodes. I will buy them for you. I have no
Oh
problem
no, I
with
got the
this.
money. I got the money.
No,
Don't worry
no,
about it.
this is a gift saying welcome to
Of
the law
course, of
from me.
course.
So I'm gonna get you those cameras, and that's another thing with this big bank training is trying to find open windows or cracks, in view of trying to get a visual. And sometimes you might not catch the criminal, but if you get a picture of them, that
You know,
can lead to a warrant.
get some posters made up. Yeah, throw
Hmm.
around
You could also
the
connect
law.
dots too. I mean, if you're seeing people in the same outfits, right, doing multiple crimes, and you got evidence of that, and then you finally get them in the same outfit without their mask on, I mean, you connect all the dots to multiple different crimes. You take them to court, and you screw them.
There's always a possibility. Same
Then on top of
horses.
that, I mean, if you got a lot of law on scene, right? There's you don't want everybody to just be just walking around. Yeah, it's good to have one person negotiating, obviously, and then two moving around, making sure the area is clear. But then the rest of the lawmen could definitely be taking pictures. Yeah.
Best thing I say is, in my opinion, is have a a negotiator, a guy that's just by the door who's talking. Then you got to have somebody that's actually relying all the information to all the other lawmen, right? Somebody who's
100%.
somebody's on scene, making sure everybody knows what's going on. Can't
And
just
that
have a negotiator and then everybody just scattered, not knowing all the information. Eh?
Yeah, because
and
then you got law getting blindsided and then not happy about it. Yeah.
To be honest, I feel the negotiator shouldn't always be in charge of the scene. I think they should be in charge of
Yeah,
what's
no, they
going
should just
on.
be in charge of what's going on inside and then relaying that information to somebody who relays it to everybody else.
There should be
Maybe the
somebody on
second.
scene that's controlling
Yeah, somebody,
controlling
yeah,
everything
scene
that's
control,
happening
somebody.
outside of the negotiations, right? The negotiator will decide what's going on in terms of the demands and whatnot. Relays that information to whoever's running the scene, and then once negotiations are done, everybody listens to the person that's running the scene, and it's smooth.
And I think the second person should work in tandem with the first. Is
Yeah, of course.
So they're technically working together. Like, all right, move the people in, or you know, try and get information, etc. There's a lot of different things that go hand in hand, and this is why I love riding with a partner because
But don't worry about
there's,
that. Us and the Comos, we ride in a pack.
but riding as a partner, you have the second person dealing with the telegrams of en route, en route to here, en route to there, scene is clear, scene is this,
Yeah, no, of
just
course. That's
keeping all the information going while the other one can focus on the task at hand, like getting to one end to the other.
Yeah, you don't wanna lose any time.
Uh, uh,
You know,
uh,
it's hard enough to get from one side of the county to the other, and then you gotta be, sending out mails and whatnot. It's not good. So if you're just
it's a
able to
lot.
keep focused on, riding, and you got somebody on the back taking care of it, like you're saying, then you're golden.
And I can tell you right now, when I was training, I was forced to learn by myself. So I did a lot of mistakes and I learned a lot of different things. So I'm basing it off of my experience and what I want to see better for a different trainee. That's what it comes down to, bar none. I want to make sure that y'all are going to be taken care of 100%.
Yeah, no,
I want that
I
too.
really appreciate everything that you've told me, everything that you're doing for the entire department. I mean, I know I just got hired, but I've been hearing some things from my brothers and sisters, and and no, I'm really excited to be a part of the force here. Back everybody up, get trained, and see where this department goes.
I love it. We'll get you all trained up nice and ready. It's I can tell you right now, it's gonna be growing pains before it,
Yeah, no, of course, of course. You're gonna have to get out the bad bunch before you can have like a good team. Eh?
and tomorrow is the day that I announce a lot of this stuff. So I'm just trying to figure out how to put it all in words.
Just let me know
Yeah,
if you ever need any of my notes. Yeah.
Send everything, 100%.
just shoot them over there, Marino. Just go ahead. But
Sure,
I
man.
mean, like I
My
told you
door.
before, we've seen the government and the law crumble back in Bolzano,
Yeah, of
and that
course, the
was one of the
goddamn
main.
Martelli family bastards.
Yep, the fucking crime family they took
They
over.
destroyed the nicest cannoli shop on the goddamn street.
It was it was not good, and we don't want to see. I mean, we don't want to see that happen here, right? So that's why we all decided to put the badge on and fight for the good folk of this county. Now, more importantly, fight for this law department to get better.
It's gonna take. It takes a village, 100%.
Of course, what you got a lot of comos. Don't worry about that.
How many Comos is there? I've
Well,
heard.
you got Marino Como, Lorenzo Como, Tony Como, Charlie Como. You know, fucking Tadalucci here. Mister Joe Como, he's on the boat. You know, he's coming late. He was trapped in there over there in Bolzano, but we got him out. Don't worry about that. We picked up a little
We got
English
our
girl.
ways.
We picked up two English girls actually from when we take the boat over. We got Charlie. We adopted her, so she took our last name. She's Charlie Como, Mister Tadalucci. Yeah, I won't lie. He's kind of in love with her, but she's family, so
No,
just
I'm
stay
not.
away, eh? And then we got Miss Anime on it. You know,
I'm,
she
I'm gonna
just she
tell.
followed us.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If you get stationed to Rhodes, I don't think that would be an issue.
Of course, yeah. To be honest with you, Saint Denis, Rhodes, I wouldn't mind. Blackwater, Valentine, keep
Yeah,
me away
I
from
put
them
I
towns. To
put
be honest with
Saint Denis and Blackwater, but Saint Denis and Rhodes, between those two, I wouldn't mind either or.
I can tell you right now, Tadalucci got to see my old office.
you.
It's got a lot of gators in there, a lot of gator memorabilia. Let
Fucking
me tell you, there, Marino.
of
You'd
course,
like
yeah.
it.
The road store, the road sheriff office. Yeah, that's where I did my interview. And it's got
Oh,
a
okay.
lot
So
of
you
leather.
saw the gators, yeah.
Yeah, of course, it's got a lot of leather in there. Not my style, I may say, not my style. Yeah, I like
I
something
kind of
sewn
like it.
together, but
Yeah,
I'm
and
a sweater guy.
to be honest, a lot of people who wear the same kind of jacket either worked with me at one time, so they all kind of adopt that.
Of course, of course.
But we'll get you all properly squared away, and I'm looking forward to the whole interaction with this criminal that's getting assigned to me. Oh,
Yeah, it
damn.
should be interesting, huh?
I'm
Of
very
course.
interested. Hopefully, he ain't gonna be going off on that. Going off on the trainees too hard. I don't want any of my trainees to cry.
Yeah,
of
we'll
course,
see what
of
happens.
course.
Like I said, I'll try to be there, but no promises. I got some stuff going on Sunday.
Oh, it's
Have you
fine.
ever
It's fine.
actually thought about making a new newsletter for the actual law department?
A new newsletter. Unfortunately, that has been talked about, and it was shot down by most of the law.
Oh, of course, of course. I would say that would help a lot. You could have a little place where you could actually see which law is actually on duty and which law is not. So you know who's active and who's not active.
That would be a fantastic ordeal.
Yeah, of course. There's a lot of ways to do that. There's a lot of ways. You can always go into the road sheriff office, see whose name's up on the top, who's on duty,
So
who's not on duty.
is there a page in the newsletter that I should be seeing now?
Oh, well, you don't have access
I
here yet. He
yeah, I
hasn't
have
given
to.
you his
Oh, okay,
he
Yeah, I
okay.
hasn't
have to
given you
do
the
that.
newspaper. He hasn't given your journal yet.
Didn't know if there was a page that wasn't in here. I don't know.
Sorry, I've been slacking.
Yeah, no, you're all good.
No, but to be honest with you, yeah, a new newsletter is a lot of work, to be honest with you. But it sometimes helps out a lot because you're not in the same newsletter as all the civilians, right? Get your own little place to talk. I know we do already have our own little place to talk, but it's just it works in my opinion. But I don't have no say in that. So
Fantastic. I'm gonna get that. Hey, Jaden, how you doing? All right. I would say check the newspaper again.
All right, yeah, it looks like it's good. Yeah, I'm all good. I can see all the pages now.
Fantastic. So, for the telegram, you're gonna only want to say when you're going on duty, off duty. You're also gonna want to make sure that you're saying if you're en route and how many you're en route with, or if it's clear, nothing more, or if you're requesting backup.
you're the first person to actually tell me. That's what we need to do. I've never been told that I have to actually put that I'm on duty or going off duty in there.
It's always a good courtesy.
Of course, of course.
Sometimes I don't personally do that because then I can creep around and make sure that everyone's I'm minding their p's and q's. Just like a little gator.
Of course.
You like my boots?
Were you able to read all that, Mr. Tadalucci Day?
Yep, yep.
Having a hard time putting two and two together.
No,
That's
I was
awesome. Who
just
have you met so
checking it all
far
out.
there, Jaden?
Of course.
It's not
You
too
can,
hard to understand, no.
if you go into reports and look for some of my previous reports, you can see what I was talking about.
Yeah, here's one on Declan Duff. Okay, yeah, I see it all.
I like the one with Antoine Carter for the unarmed robbery. So this one was very interesting for me because we got him for unarmed robbery. I said that because what happened exactly? So this man came up to us and openly admitted that he was trying to steal from a wagon. We thought he was a crazy old coot. He literally tried to throw dynamite in a bush. I saw something go into a bush first, so I went over and I found it was dynamite. And he was hightailing it from me. So we get over to him, and, I hog tie him. So I find, some lockpicks on him too. So, unarmed robbery and contraband. He didn't have anything on him that connected him to a wagon. So sometimes I give people a little more slap on the wrist than anything because of, how compliant they can be.
So you saw this gentleman throw dynamite into a bush?
I saw him throw something in a bush and I found it was dynamite.
Is this guy fucking stupid or something?
I don't know. Sometimes he said way too much about his family sometimes.
He sounds like a kooky bastard.
Well,
Sounds
the
like a senile old bastard.
thing is, he apparently tried to fire his only lawyer. His lawyer, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, definitely kooky.
He's like, "No, you're fired." When the lawyer was making a lot of sense, trying to tell him to shut up and stop giving more and more information away about a family. Wild.
Oh boy. Well, I can't wait to deal with some people like that. It's gonna be a good time.
It is. Some people bring life to this job. We've had weird instances where we've heard that there's wagons being stolen, and then we went over and we found that there was a wagon actually being worked in a repair shop. It looked like it was in a horrible fire and all that, but it looked like it was it looked pretty suspicious, and the fella didn't have documentation that it was his carriage. But we checked all the workers on there to see if there was anything on them, and none of them had any contraband or anything of sort, saying that it was an illegal wagon. So we let them free, and we got off their property. They were very compliant with us. So
Yeah, I mean, you can only work with people as much as they work with you.
exactly, and it's a very interesting subject sometimes. And as you see, I'm a big advocate of having those cameras because you survey the scene, you there's a lot that goes on with them.
Yeah,
I,
no,
I,
absolutely.
I thought this feller, that Antoine, I thought he was actually gunned down by people. Like, I thought he was actually executed when I first rode up to the scene. But it was a different case when he was completely, over speaking.
Yep, I'm sure you get a lot of those people.
Sometimes.
Oh, I really do appreciate everything. I think I'm gonna rest my head down here at the bed. But like I said, I'll try to be there Sunday. Don't know if I'll be able to make it. No promises, but if I can't, best of luck. All right, I'm sure it'll go great.
For sure. You take it
All right,
easy.
Marino.
I'll let you all get to sleep. I'll do the same.
Yeah, well, he's going. He's going in another room. So
No,
good
of
night,
course.
brother.
If you can just let people know that because I just I was reading the news the other day and some of the sheriffs were talking about how people are not going to scenes. Just let them know that we were training, just so we
Of
don't get in
course.
trouble. Eh? Thank
Don't
you.
worry.
Yeah, cannolis.
Of course. Well, not sleep in this room with him snoring like that.
I can understand why.
Cannolis.
And he gets louder. Fucking bastard.
All right. I'm headed off to bed. It's been a pleasure as always. If you like my content and you want to support me, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I try and go live as much as humanly possible. Till then, I'll see you next time.